If you want to use the term squeaky bum time, then I will let you. We've dabbled our toes into the waters, but now we're up to our necks in it. Yes, I need you to know I've lost my glasses again, that's why I look weird. The minute the captain plays well, everything's going to be fine. I'm not going to use the word bottle. That doesn't feature in my vocabulary. Don't talk to me like that. I'm your manager. Don't you talk to me like that or I'll sack you. Actually, I won't sack you because you're my top goal scorer. I'm the worst football manager ever. Welcome back, my friends, to the Sutton Scramble. Episode 40 now. We're cracking on. We're really deep in this. We've dabbled our toes into the waters, but now we're up to our necks in it. And we're in the depths of the season. If you want to use the term squeaky bum time, then I will let you. You could call it the business end of the season. I don't know, there's a whole load of other stuff you could call it. End of the season. But yes, here we are. We have got 4 games to go. 12 points are up for grabs. Let me share with you how we've been getting on. And before we do, yes, I need you to know I've lost my glasses again. That's why I look weird. And no, I can't see anything. So who knows what is happening on my screen right now. It'll be too late by the time you see this video. But if you could tell me what's going on, then that would be helpful. At the moment, I'm just going to do a lot of that. What on earth? Haze. Is that on it? That's on it. That's on it. For goodness sake. Schedule. I want schedule, not the flipping squad. Limited defender. Team. Does that defend it? I think that's tactical. Yeah. I can't even see. I think that's right. Okay, so the last game you saw me play was against Cheltenham, where I lost 2-1, got knocked out the FA Trophy, which, yeah, it was sad in the quarterfinals to get knocked out. I think we gave them an alright run. On reflection, not so bad. Could have done better, but never mind. But since then, I've actually played quite a lot of games. I thought, you know what, we're getting near the back end of the season now. We're out of the cups. Let's just press on, because if you remember, I was a reasonable way ahead at the top of the league, and I thought I'd get through some games. But since then, as you can see, the sort of splattering of different colours here, things have been a little bit interesting, to say the least. See, the first game after the Cheltenham match was against Wealdstone, who are way low in the league. They're in the relegation zone, and I lost 3-1 to them. It was awful. And what made it worse was that actually I was 3-0 down. They went 1-0 up at 22nd minute. We then scored an own goal just before half-time. They then scored again on the 57th minute, and I thought, good grief, this is going to be embarrassing. And it was only because young boy Cameron Johnson on the 3rd minute from time managed to get one consolation goal. But really, 3-1, awful game. And so after that, I gave him a bit of a team talk and I was like, guys, this is ridiculous, it's stupid, we've got the end of the season, we've got to get promoted in this, I'm not going to be happy if we don't, so get out there and play. And they did, to be fair. We then went out against Weymouth, away from home, beat them 3-0, goal from Nathan Arnold and Eddie Ketty scoring 2. In these games, I've been changing the teams around quite a bit, trying out different players, because some of them are actually, their form is really low, so I thought I'm trying out different players, and some of them played well, others didn't so much. Hamad Lawal got a good game there, which is good. Always fine. The minute the captain plays well, everything's going to be fine. Then we had a tough game against Eastbourne Borough. We actually went 1-0 up with Karel Kiemba on the 17th minute. They then equalised just before half-time, and the second half was a 0-0. So it was pretty even, not hugely exciting, like 11-12 shots each, you can see there. 50-50 possession, really close game. So 1-1, which I wasn't too happy about, but at the time I'm thinking, at least I'm not losing. Do you know what I mean? With Bromley hot on my tail. Okay, and then the next game I had after this, I was considering recording this game, and I'm glad I didn't, because flipping Gosport Borough, as in my ex-team, went and beat me 2-1. Flipping idiots. But you can see here, we actually went 1-0 up with Hamad Lawal scoring a beauty. They then equalised just before half-time, which I was gutted about, because I thought, if I go in half-time 1-0 up, that's something so good. And then just as we went into the second half, Charlie Collins comes along and scores a second, and I'm giving them all of it. I threw everything at them. We just couldn't create any chances. You can see here, it was pretty much even in terms of our chances there, 50-50 possession. And so, again, it was a close game, and unfortunately, we just came out of it with a loss. However, the highlight of these last few games has been this epic 5-1 victory against Kingstonian. Look at this. They actually went 1-0 up, and I thought, oh my word, Kingstonian Kingstonian. Probably the worst team in the league by far. But here we go. They scored on the 14th minute. But then look at this. Eddie Ketty then scored about 15 minutes later on the 32nd minute. Karel Kiembe then scored 34th minute, 43rd minute. We then went into half-time 3-1 up, which I was like absolutely buzzing. But I was like, don't get complacent here, lads. Don't you go getting complacent. Don't go to the shop and buy complacency because it's buy one, get one free. So they didn't. And we only went and scored 2 more goals in the second half. Corey Blackett-Taylor, 2 minutes into the half, scored a 4th. And then Karel Kiembe completed his hat-trick on the 72nd minute. So Karel Kiembe, he is my top goal scorer this season with how many goals has he got? 20 goals this season across all competitions. Very happy about that, obviously. As you can imagine, I'm pleased. I'm a pleased manager with his work. And I've just signed a one more year contract with him. He did prove a bit tricky. He had an agent. I'm like, we're in the Vanarama Conference South. You shouldn't have an agent at this level. So I tried to get him to sack the agent, and he was like, no, I like my agent. And I was like, yeah, but it's probably for the best. And he was like, no, it's not for the best. I want to keep my agent. Well, forget about your agent. Think about me and said, I'm a better agent than he'll ever be. You don't know what you're talking about, Ben. Don't talk to me like that. I'm your manager. Don't you talk to me like that, or I'll sack you. Actually, I won't sack you because you're my top goal scorer, but get rid of him. No, I'm not getting rid of him. Fine. I'll give you loads of money. Fine. So that's how the conversation went. Okay, so after the 5-1 victory, I thought, this is it now. We're on a roll for the end of the season. We're going to absolutely smash it. But no, we then lost again. And this time we lost against Farnborough. We lost 4-2 against Farnborough. And there you can see what's going on there. I can't bother to tell you too much about it because I'm just so annoyed at it, really. We were 4-1 down at one point, and it was only because of Robbie McDade scoring that 84th minute that brought us only 2 goals away. But it was just poor. We were 1-0 up, then we went 1-1, then they went 2-1 up before a penalty from Colby Bishop, who could be the player of the season, by the way. Following that, they then scored again to make it 3-1, and then it was half-time, and then they then scored on the 79th minute to make it 4-1, and I was so angry, so angry. And so that was it. There we are. They're those last sort of 6-7 games that I've just played. 6 games, really, out of the 6 games, I've won 2, lost 3, and drawn... Well, that can't be right. I can't count. 6 games... I've won 2, drawn 1, and lost 3. There you go. Brilliant. So if we were to take a little look at the lay of the land now, I'll tell you let me show you the full table. As you can see here, I am top of the table still. I've definitely made it to a playoff position, as have Bromley, who are now just 3 points behind me. 3 points. And there's 12 points still up for grabs. And I'm so fearful. All of this work might just go down the drain in the last few games of the season. I'll be so gutted. And taking a look at our current form, you can see here from the league as I've arranged it by recent form, we're actually really low down. It's really not good. If that's 22nd place at the bottom of the league there, we are 14th place when it comes to form. And actually Bromley, to be fair, actually they're not doing that well either. They're only like 5 places above me in like 9th. So they're not doing too well either. And we're pretty much going to beat the other teams who are below us. So it's between us and Bromley. I just really hope we pull it out of the bag. I dread to use the term bottle. I'm not going to use the word bottle. That doesn't feature in my vocabulary. And so, as we head into this game, let me share with you a little bit of information about my team. Before we do, you can see here, look at how defensive they are. Look at that, like sort of 4-2-3 and then 1 striker up front. Scott Rendell is a good striker. But apart from that, look at that, how defensive. It's like they're just putting a brick wall up against me. But let me show you my team for today. I'm pretty much going with what I know to be really my better players and the ones who have stood well for me throughout the season, with the exception of my goalkeeper. Ben Killip has had a really rough few games, so I'm trying out Mitch Walker. He's only played like 3 league games for me this season, but I think he might do a better game and play better than Ben Killip at the moment, who just is not in good form. We'll give Mitch Walker a try today, see how he gets on. Right back, we've got Jim Fenlon. Left back, Hamad Lawal, obvious. We've got centre back, we've got Wes Harding, who's only got another 3-4 games left to play for me, and then he's leaving. And Dara Lee is going to be sort of defensive centre left, who is a very good defender actually. I might just change him though. He's currently down as he is best as a limited defender. Okay, that'll have to do. Then in central midfield, we've got the 2 Archies who tend to play well together and well for me as well. So Archie Thomas and Archie Davis, both of which have been through suspensions and injuries, and they've been a bit of a nightmare. But when they play, they do play well. Okay, and then on the wing for us, we've got Vanarama on the left, who hasn't played too much recently, and on the right, we've got Corey Blackett-Taylor. We'll see how they do. Who knows? Who knows, quite frankly. And then up front, we've got Karel Kiyembe, as I said, my top goal scorer, and Dan Fitchett, who has, out of all of my team, has played the most winning games as a striker. In terms of all the games I've won, he's been in them. Of all the games, the win games, all the games that we win, that he is playing in them. It's something like that. But anyway, he's going to play and he's going to score and it's going to be amazing. And he tweeted me, so cheers, Dan, if you're watching this. Well done for winning the league. Okay, so it looks like they're not playing Scott Rendell. Scott Rendell's on the bench, but Jason Gilchrist is playing. I don't really know Jason Gilchrist. But we will close them down nonetheless, and in fact we are going to type mark Jason Gilchrist as well, and probably go hard in on him tackling as well. It says here, tackling Sam Habergarm, whatever. So we are the favourites here, so we should encourage the team to push on. Let's see how impacting this team talk is. Come on, boys, passionate. We're the favourites here. Go out and impress me. 2 of them. Oh, my team are so needy. You have to go into like an individual team talk for each of them to get them to go green. Now they are green. They looked happy, so that's good. But stop being so needy. Let's get on with things. Let's press forward in this. Let's go. Come on, Sutton. We're at home on the 3G pitch at Gander Green Lane. We can do this. We can do this. We've got the league table up here. Bromley is who we're looking out for. You know what? I think what I might do instead is let me just bring up Bromley as let me just bring up the latest scores. Okay, as you can see here, Bromley already losing 1-0 against St Albans. St Albans are really low in the league, so that's really bad for Bromley, but good for me. If we can get a win and they lose, that means we're 6 points ahead with only 9 points to win, so that is pretty close. The league isn't won or lost today, but it's an important week, I feel. Here we go. Here's Hayes on the attacking. Nicholson, he's got through the defence. Oh dear, and it's gone wide. Okay, we're 20 minutes in, and so far we have had one highlight, but I didn't show you it just because it was a bit rubbish, quite frankly. But here they are, Hayes on the attack, but we've cut it out, and here's Archie Thomas, sprays it wide to Blackett-Taylor. Can he get the cross in, mate? Go on, son. Oh, we've lost it. See, they fought. Look at how many players they had behind the ball there. They are full on going defensive on this game, aren't they? It's ridiculous. Here's Thompson on the wide for them, but they are attacking Thompson-Lee here. It's wide. Dear me. Here's Vanarama with a cross to put it in the box. Not good enough really there, but we've chipped it in. Dan Fitch couldn't quite get on it, but Vanarama picks it up again. Can he picks it across to Hamad Lowell? Back out, sir. Back out. Get it back out to Veal. Archie Davis. Across to Archie Thomas. Karel Kiyembe. What's he going to do with it? Through to Blackett-Taylor! Yes! Come on! We're 1-0 up! 1-0 up on 30 minutes! Oh! Just what I wanted. A good victory is so important today. Blackett-Taylor, there he goes, comes in on his left and he tucks it past the keeper who didn't really stand a chance at that one. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. And meanwhile, Bromley, I've just seen, gone 1-1 against St Albans. Pull one back, which isn't so great, but it doesn't matter so much at this point. Oh, come on. Hold on to this win. Hold on to this lead, please. That would be nice. We've got a corner. Meanwhile, I'm in the middle of team talk, so I missed it, and their keeper's held onto a cross. Look at the stats here. Look at the stats on the left there. 11 shots we've had to their 5. They haven't had a shot on target yet. We've had 6. We are playing so well. Probably deserve more than 1-0 up, I think, but I'm hesitant to say that because we'll probably lose now. Okay, it's Kiyembe. Can he get onto it? Oh boy, the end of the season is stressful, isn't it? It is stressful in the end of the season. Also, I feel the added pressure. As I said, Dan Fitchett has just gone and won the league with Sutton in real life to get them promoted to the Vanarama National. And here I am in a similar position just a couple of seasons later. The pressure is unbearable. Okay, that wasn't the first half we've seen. Just tell the team there's room for improvement in the second half. I'm going to do that. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Also, just to let you know, before we go into the second half, just to remind you that this coming week, if you're watching this on the present day, today, now, this week, at the beginning of May 2016, then it's possible that I'm in the middle of my week-long stream. It's starting on the 4th of May and it finishes on the 10th of May. Every day for a week in the evenings I'm going to be streaming. Probably streaming from about 8, 9 o'clock, sometimes 10 o'clock, depending on like a couple of days where I'm out and then back later. But come and join me on Twitch at Worst Football Manager Ever. And we're going to have some fun on some Football Manager. I might play a little bit at Sutton Scramble, but possibly not. I might do some pre-season Sutton Scramble if I finish this league before then. We'll see how we get on. But apart from that, I will also be playing my Bracknell save, Bracknell Low League save. I'm like level 8 or something like that. It's going to be fun. So join me for that. All right, you better. I'm watching you. Okay, the team look motivated, team look happy, a little bit of green from that team talk, nothing too spectacular, but if we can keep strong in this second half, concentrate on what we're doing, keep making like chances and get them on target, I think we'll do all right. Hayes will probably come at us a little bit stronger, I imagine, in this second half than they did. They just sat back in that last half, which is just so boring to do. Like with about 20 players behind the ball, I mean. It's just like boring. It's boring football. Here's Vilma Lanen, meanwhile. Archie Thomas. Hamad Lawal, come on. Archie Thomas, Archie Davies, these two Archies. Love them. Love those lads. Here they go. He's dribbling it forward. That's a shot from far out. Would have been spectacular if it did go in. Also, need to let you know that I've had my contract renewed for another season at Sutton, so thanks very much. Also, I've been inundated with job offers, such as York City, such as Dagenham and Redbridge, somebody else, I can't remember. They all want me. I'm very aware that my next game is against Bishop Stortford, who are pretty high in the league. I think they're in the playoff sort of positions as well, and it's in 2 days' time. They don't make it easy for you at the end of the season, do they? It's Karel Kiyembe, meanwhile. Oh, just ham. No, there's no beef. There's no chicken. There's just ham. Saving the day with his meat. That just sounds horrific. That sounds absolutely wrong. Is Vilma Lanen? Oh, he can't get onto it. Kiyembe can. Oh, and just ham. He's only ham. How can we not score against him? He is only ham. It's like a slice of wafer thin ham is just dangling on the goal line, and we still can't score against him. Archie Davies. Here he goes. Karel Kiyembe. Just ham again. Oh, that man. Oh, Scott Rendell's on the pitch, everyone. Scott Rendell is on the pitch. Quick, mark him. So Bromley St Albans still 1-1, by the way. Just in case you're not looking down there in that left bit. It's just over there or over there. Whatever. I don't even know. It's definitely over there. That's right. Okay, 82nd minute, 85th minute coming into now, and Hayes are on the attack. Don't let them score now. Don't let them score, boys. Come on, close them down. Great challenge. Blackett Taylor's got onto it. NBA, come on. They've still got so many players back. They're just not attacking us at all. Okay, we're going to go into defensive for this last bit, and we're going to waste some time. With just a couple of minutes left before full time, I don't want to risk this. They haven't had one shot on target yet, and I dread to think that their first shot on target is a goal. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe it. Scott Rendell through to Habergaham, and we've let it in. The last minute of the flipping game. The last minute of the game. Here's Vilma Lanen, George Marsh. Come on, lads, don't loot. Let's. Oh. I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. Get lost, Just Ham. You're only a piece of meat. Get away from me. That's the end of the game. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How did we not win that game? So luckily, Bromley ended up drawing as well. So we're still just there's 3 points difference between us and Bromley, and there are 9 points to be had. My next game is against Bishop Stortford, who are 4th in the league. This could go any way. Why can't I just win easily? Why? I don't understand. Let me show you the remaining games I've got. Bishop Stortford, Weston-super-Mare, and Oxford City. I'm going to play two of the games, and you're going to join me on the final game of the season. I think this means it definitely is going to go to the final game of the season. Is that right? Sort of. So it basically, if I win the next game and Bromley lose, then I go 6 points ahead. There is then 6 points to be won, so we could still draw. But I am 8 points better off in goal difference to them. So 8 goals difference. So that's pretty good going. So unless I lose really badly, then yeah, I guess officially it's still not won until the final game of the season. But in this next, oh dear, I don't know. I just don't know. I'll tell you what, the next video will be the game against Bishop Stortford. I'll play it for you. You know, in fact, I might even end up playing the Western-super-Mare and the Oxford City game as well. Maybe I should do a double whammy, two games in one video. Imagine that, eh? Imagine that. But thanks for joining me today. Wish me all the best. I need your support. I need your encouragement. I need your wisdom. Do I have a big team talk right now that goes, come on boys, 3 games left, you can do it? Or should I not? When should I wait until the final game of the season? You tell me. Give me your advice. Leave your comments below. If you like this stuff, do hit the like button. Like that. It's a thumb up, isn't it? It's not a tick. And if you're not subscribed already, then do subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and watch me either reign victorious at the top of the Vanarama South or annoyingly become second place and then probably lose the playoffs and then probably not get promoted and then probably cry. Thanks so much for joining me. I love having you with me in the journey. Really appreciate all your support. And until next time, I'll see you later.